Hello, today is the 21st of October 2009. It is Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing magnificent. Starting off this report with the better than expected earnings. We have seen many different companies beat analyst expectations. So we're getting some good economic signs apparently on the recovery. But then when you start to think about it, well, how are they doing so well? And what seems to be the most likely scenario is a form of cost cutting. Cost cutting both employees and inventory. Now you can't continue doing this because once you cut so many employees, once you cut so much warehouse space, you can't cut any more. A lot of the problems that can result from this type of business strategy is you're putting yourself in a just-in-time inventory method. And it's not just the consumer retail sector that is cutting down inventory, but when you have factory orders that are using the just-in-time method, this can cause a heck of a lot of problems, as it can put a lot of companies under pressure to get some products out. Before, when you had a higher inventory cycle, if somebody wanted a particular item, if it was in the inventory, it was very easily to be shipped, and then the factory would make sure they could replenish the inventory cycle as they move on with their business practices. But a just-in-time inventory system can cause a heck of a lot of problems, especially with lower employees. On the stock market, as far as it is concerned, I was watching CNBC for about 5-10 minutes today, and Trish Regan was saying, well, we're now at 10,100 Dow. Is 10,000 support? One of the guests came on and said, well, first off, the Dow is 30 companies. You don't really want to go by it, and the S&P is better. And I tend to agree that the S&P is a better gauge than the Dow. But he was saying it's better to look at 1,000 to be support on the S&P. First off, it's only 1% from 10,100 to 10,000. And right now, it's about over 9% back to that 1,000 S&P mark. But the big thing I want to be keeping my eye on is if CNBC is going to be saying over and over, expect support at 1,000, expect support at 1,000, it is a buying opportunity, then I'm not going to really believe them. It's almost like that head and shoulders pattern that happened in the summer. The mainstream spewed it out and the market went higher. If they come on and say, oh, we're going to rip through this 1,000 mark, we're going to see S&P 900, maybe 800, then I'm going to say buy. But if they're saying they're going to find support, then I'm going to say sell or short. Now, October the 25th, Webbot came on announcing that a lot of major events are looking to take place. I've wanted to update this situation a little bit. Webbot's views on this issue since their last update is even stronger than the way they were before. We have these planets lining up. I don't know exactly what this means. I know I use a Mayan calendar, but I'm not the biggest on astrology, where you have Saturn and Pluto lining up in some way, which causes bad events to come. I don't know. It's just something to look out for because that's supposed to be on the 24th of October. And I did some energy work myself, and I'm getting energy pickups that it could have something big happening because it does resonate positive that Webbot has validity for this particular event. So it's on Sunday. People say, well, nothing happens on Sunday. It doesn't make sense it would be on this day. I see it completely opposite. I think the biggest things happen on Sunday, especially behind the closed doors. Bear Stearns was a Sunday project when they fell down to the ground and got sold out. Don't know about Lehman Brothers if that was a Sunday, but I think I woke up Monday for that one too. However, nonetheless, big stuff happens on Sunday. It sounded like from on Cliff High's last report, check the Asian markets if they're starting to sell off. good chance that the American market's going to follow suit. If you are looking to play this fall, it's like playing a casino. There's different strategies to make it better. If you are holding stocks and you are concerned about the losses, the easy way to stop that from happening is to sell before the end of the week, or at least put some options to put exactly the opposite than what you got. If you are a shareholder of Google, put on Google. If you're a shareholder on XLF or you're a shareholder on FAS, put on XLF. This way, if you wake up on Monday and you see the market's getting tanked, you'll get some profits on the option. But once again, it's another form of gambling. Okay, another thing, get your money out of banks. I'm not saying get all of it out or whatever percentage, it's up to you. I mean, you want to have the money in there to handle the automated payments, but I don't know exactly what the severity of what something like this might be, but you shouldn't be relying on a particular exact prophecy date for this. If you're preparing for this collapse, you should be able to wake up on any morning and be able to handle almost any event that may occur. That's pretty much my view on that. And 401k plan, have you got your exit strategy ready for that? Get your strategy ready, educate yourself on the markets, educate yourself on equities, educate yourself on the dollar, and then find whichever strategies would work the best for you. Because if you've ever heard this saying that with this baby boomer, that when everyone retires, that people my age and even older than me are going to get nothing, it's damn true. Okay, we have an email from Not Deceived from one of my recent videos that says, our commodities brokers here in the US is advising us to open up bank accounts in Canada and convert our American money into Canadian money. Is that a bad idea? I say yes, that it is. I think having extra currencies is a good idea, but I'm talking about the physical paper dollars, meaning you got so many American physical dollars, maybe you buy some Canadian dollars, maybe you buy some euros. I think it's actually a very sensible strategy if you're going to have some physical cash to diversify it in 2 or 3 different currencies. But I'm not talking about holding it in banks, I'm talking about holding it yourself. That's the big deal there. This way, if you see that the dollar gets crushed, maybe the Canadian dollar becomes 7% better than the American one and you're holding Canadians, or you're holding euros, you'll be able to sell those euros back for American dollars, and then if you do your purchasing, you're pretty close to where you were before. But I'm pretty much agree as far as getting away from the financial system as much as possible, and the only one I believe in this world that can save yourself is yourself. And if you can put yourself a viable strategy for this, I think that a lot of people will be able to not only survive this, but potentially even prosper. Thank you for watching and have yourself a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.